It's a division matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays against the Boston Red Sox. And out we go now to Boston to listen in on Gary Thorne for today's broadcast.
It's the American League featured in our ball game at home, the Red Sox. Thank you for being with us. 2K Sports brings you Major League Baseball live this Saturday afternoon. Thorne, Phillips, and Krupp. The fans here at Fenway, always full, always excited. Yet another packed house today. We've got Josh Beckett, our starting pitcher. Steve, he's got to focus here. Toronto hitters, what's he thinking about?
Well, you know what? I think he's going to attack him with his fastball. That great four-seamer to set him up and hit his location. And then the two-seam fastball to keep the ball off the center of the bat.
We'll take a moment to look at the Blue Jays lineup. Now, John, anyone in particular we should keep an eye on?
Well, you don't want to make a mistake with Jose Bautista because he will absolutely punish you. A journeyman for a lot of his career, he's established himself now as one of the top power guys in the game.
Time to get going. Yunel Escobar. Beckett kicks and throws. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
Well, you go with the big breaking ball away. It's exactly where you want to go. Set up hard in and go soft away. Nice pitch.
That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Time for Escobar to protect that strike zone.
Well, the hitter struggles with curveballs when he's behind in the count. I suspect they're going to go to the hook.
Escobar looking. Strike three called.
Well, just a great sequence of pitches. Three good choices by the pitcher and the catcher, and he finishes them off quickly.
All pitchers love that. Those are short at-bats. You get it done in a hurry. Dems at the plate.
Well, Josh Beckett's inconsistency seems to have plagued his career. He has a good year, bad year, good year, bad year. 2011, a great one for him.
Starts him out with a fastball for a strike. And for Beckett, indeed, it was the on-off. 2010 ERA was 5+. And then last year, 5th in the American League with a 2.83. Kind of amazing.
Well, he is up and down, and they need him to become that consistent clutch pitcher that we've seen in the postseason in the past. Conditioning, focus, concentration, effort could be critical to success in the future.
Tries to saw him off with that one, but he missed. 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a breaking ball. 2 down.
Well, it's a huge breaking ball at 78 miles per hour.
Well, sometimes you get fooled so badly, there's just nothing else you can do but hope and pray that you put the ball in play, hopefully foul, to get another pitch to hit.
Here's a look at how the Red Sox will line up defensively. So, John, any individual stand out?
Well, Carl Crawford, to me, is a guy you have to keep your eye on. We all know that speed steals a lot of bases and help you offensively, but it can also help you defensively, and Crawford uses his speed to the best of his ability.
Outside as Bautista will take it for a ball. Just a .214 career batting average against the Red Sox.
And just hasn't ever been able to get dialed in against this team throughout his career.
Swing and a miss. Jose Bautista, no contact, even count. Beckett kicks and throws. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's 2-1.
Listen, he's not one to get too fancy. 2-1 count. He's going to come with a fastball. I'm betting on it.
And this is bounced foul to the left side. And with that one in play, Ross is there to field. And that one's put away to retire the side. And so Josh Beckett gets him 1-2-3. He's got 2 strikeouts already. And the Red Sox getting ready to start this one off. And out on the mound, we've got Brandon Morrow. He's starting the game for Toronto. And Steve, as he gets into this Boston lineup, what are we going to see?
But once a closer and now a starter, Brandon Morrow has absolutely explosive stuff. A powerful fastball that can overwhelm even the best hitters. An outstanding breaking ball as well. The key, though, is he needs to throw strikes and be more efficient.
And at first, I was going to look playable, but nothing doing. It got away. Here's the pitch. He swings and drives this one. What a grab made by Rasmus. An acrobatic diving catch denies an extra base hit.
Well, he got a great jump on that, and he took exactly the angle necessary to make the play.
We've got a moment to check out that lineup for the Red Sox. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Yeah, keep an eye on Kevin Youkilis. He's so patient at the plate. Billy Beane called him the Greek god of walks. He takes more pitches than just about anyone in baseball. He sees pitches, and not only helps him hit, but it also helps the guy in the lineup behind him know what the pitcher's going to throw every time they come up.
Morrow gets set and delivers. Back behind second. That one's in there. The Red Sox get one. We'll take a quick look at the Blue Jays and their defensive alignment. Highlights, John, from these fielders.
Well, when you have a monster bat like Jose Bautista, you look for so many ways to get him out on the field. And it makes the manager's job a lot easier when your best offensive player is willing to play different positions. It adds a lot of flexibility to the team. It also tells your guys that if they ask a lesser player to move position, he can't complain when your best player does it.
And Adrian Gonzalez, huh?
This ballpark was a hitter's.
This one swung on and driven hard. This one to Rasmus. As he just strolls over for that out. You know, all those runs at the Fenway last year, it includes the visitors. They averaged over 5 runs a game at Fenway.
Listen, it's that offense that people like to see, and that's why they keep coming out to watch the games. How about they've sold out more than 700 games in a row at Fenway Park going back to 2003.
Started to go around, held up, but it's in there, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Here's Morrow. Curveball way inside. Had to turn away from that one.
Well, pitchers like to throw in off the plate. If it's not a strike, then you want to send a message to the hitter to back up. It allows you to open up the outer third of the plate now.
And Youkilis lets that go outside for a ball. Lifetime only 143 off Brandon Morrow. Oh, here's Pedroia running. Strike 2. He is safe at second base.
Here's another look at the steal. He gets to second base sliding in hard.
And he didn't have much of a lead that time off first, but a really good jump.
Now, sometimes you tip off the pitcher with too big of a lead, so it worked in this situation.
Swing and a miss. 3 strikes on Kevin Youkilis, and he's gone. They pick up no runs on 1 hit and leave a man at second. Still scoreless in Boston. And it's Adam Lind now to lead it off. And Beckett gets it by, called strike, and it's on 1.
You know, for a pitcher to be successful, you want to keep the ball off the sweet spot of the bat. The cut fastball does that.
Back up the middle. Punto. 1 down. And the beauty of that cut fastball, Steve, is oftentimes the delivery motion is the same as you see with a fastball.
Well, it's exactly right. They try to gauge it. It has that running action and movement either away from the right-hander or into the left-hander.
And Encarnacion's batting.
You know, the Red Sox hadn't lost a season series to the Blue Jays going back to 2006 as they headed into 2011. And the Blue Jays pushed them, but it ended up that the Red Sox continued the streak. They win the series 10-8.
Now Josh Beckett, he'll have something to work with here, 0-2. Series between the Red Sox and Blue Jays last year had some strange games. Of the Red Sox 10 wins, 4 of them would come by 12 runs or more.
Very interesting, the differences in these games. I mean, 5 of the Jays' 8 wins were 1-run games. Their average margin of victory, just 2 runs. When Boston won, they won by an average of 7.5 runs a game.
Boy, a nice looking set of pitches that time. He didn't daddle around with the strike zone.
Well, nothing wasted, just 3 pitches over the plate. Sits him down.
And in the batter's box, it's Laurie. Lifetime, he's picked up no hits in 1 at-bat off Josh Beckett. Cutter just misses, 1-0.
We're going with the cut fastball in the inside corner here. He tries to bust him in on the hands, but the ball runs back, just misses the corner.
Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And there it is. That's their first hit of the ball game. That brings up Colby Rasmus.
Well, you got to love to see this guy get on base with 2 outs right here with that base hit. Now it's up to his teammates to figure out a way to get him across the plate.
It's hit foul by Rasmus. Beckett kicks and throws. Strike 2, and Colby Rasmus now has got himself down on the count.
That 2-seam fastball away is just screaming to be hit on the ground as the hitter opens up. Awfully tough to hit with that kind of movement.
The 1-2 pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And Pedroia picks it up. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. Josh Beckett, some nice work on the mound. Nothing doing in the first 2. Goose eggs on the board for him. And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. And it's David Ortiz in the box now. Ortiz makes contact. That'll be fouled off. Foul ball! No balls, 1 strike. Here's Morrow. Good patience as David Ortiz lets that one go by. The count is even. Here's the delivery. That one's drilled to short. 1 away. And it's Kyle Crawford at the plate.
When you look back to 2011, the Jays finished right at 500. A little bit of a step back from 2010. And what was disappointing, they had high hopes that maybe they could stand toe-to-toe with the big boys in the East.
1-0 count. He took that last one, and it was out of the zone. You know, that 11 season really is not all that bad, as Steve mentioned, for the Jays, but it's now 18 straight years where they've failed to make the playoffs, John. That gets a little tough.
And over all that time, they've only finished better than 3rd place once. It's a very tough division to be in.
He watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike. 2-1.
Well, since Carl Crawford entered the league, he's been known as a terror on the base pass. Last year, though, he didn't have the same numbers when it came to those stolen bases.
Here's the 2-1. And now Crawford has that hitter's count. 3-1. Well, we're talking about Crawford, and you just wonder whether or not age is creeping into his game, especially when it comes to stolen bases.
Well, I don't know if it's age. I just don't know if the philosophy of the Red Sox was one to get him to run as much. But he has the kind of speed that they need to give him the green light and just turn him loose.
Full count pitch. And Crawford, another foul ball.
Well, anytime you have a full count, the battle gets more and more interesting, and the fact that you can foul off a tough pitch makes it a lot more difficult on the pitcher to
up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit for Crawford. That's going to bring Cody Ross up.
Well, you wonder he had the energy to run to first base after seeing that many pitches, fouling off pitches, taking tough pitches, but he did. Well, thank goodness he only had to run 90 feet, because I'd imagine he was pretty tired.
That's inside for a ball. 1-0. He's hitting .333 lifetime off Toronto.
And you know, Gary, a lot of times you just see the other team's jersey and you know you have the confidence that you can hit against them.
Cody Ross swings and misses. Count even. Morrow gets set and delivers. Strike 2 with a swing and a miss on a fastball. The 1-2 on its way. Strike 3 swung on by Cody Ross. No luck. Boy, it took 4 pitches. No wasted time right there, and he got him.
What I liked the most was he was very deliberate with what he had to do. He knew he can go out of the strike zone to get the punch out, and that's what he did, getting him to swing.
In the batter's box, Saltalamacchia way out there with the curveball. 1-0.
You're playing with fire right there. Hanging the breaking ball up in the zone. That's the way you can get hurt.
Running Crawford.
Strike 1.
And he is safe at second.
The throw too late right there. He's able to steal second base sliding into the bag.
That's something he's going to try again if he can get that kind of a jump.
You know, Gary, in the replay, he didn't have that much of a leadoff either.